Thanks for subscribing, watching the video, clicking the like, thumbs it up, notification bell. Links below the video on YouTube, Patreon. Email me, follow me on social media. Or you can buy this t-shirt. Alright, Cancer, this is part 2 of your tarot reading for the month of February. I forgot to read the astrology.com horoscope for Cancer, February of 2020. Your need to nurture others is strong as the moon passes through your gentle sign on February 5th and February 6th. You see the people you encountered as your children, and you just want to heal their hurt. Just remember the bandages can't fix everything. Some wounds go deeper. Powerful Mars gets a boost when it visits determined Capricorn starting on the 16th. So use your excess energy during this time to get the job done. Take on big tasks now, the ones you've been putting off. Enjoy the feeling of accomplishment as you've crossed major things off your to-do list. The Sun visits gentle Pisces for a month starting on February 18th, and you will be able to relate to a lot of the fish's emotional energy. You're very in tune with your feelings now, so really get honest with yourself. Cancer, if you don't like the picture you see, there's still time to paint over it and start fresh. A daring Mars-Uranus trine on the 21st encourages you to take some risks, because stepping out of your comfort zone every once in a while is good for the soul. Your instincts are strong and accurate now, so you won't let yourself get into too much trouble. Just enjoy the new view for however long it lasts. Alright, King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords here in the current situation for Cancer in February of 2020? Almost every sign has had this card. I think Gemini is the only one who didn't get this. This is the Wheel, and it's in reverse. The Returning. Circumstances may seem to change, but unless you change, everything remains the same. Wandering off in different directions without experiencing and learning is only a distraction. So if it's in reverse, you only get half the effect of the card, or half the meaning of the card. So that means it's not like you have to completely change who you are. It's just you need to work on how you think about things or how you feel about things. And I'm a Cancer, so I'm talking to myself. Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups? Why is the Knight of Cups in your challenging or helpful energies for Cancer in February of 2020? The Two of Swords, which is down below on the basic situation as well. So the reason you're having helpful and challenging energies from the Knight of, was it Wands? No, Cups, of Knight of Cups is the Two of Swords has two sides. It is said that a hard choice is not always a big one, but one where both choices are nearly equal. When rationality isn't enough, you may have to go with the heart, even if the mind isn't happy about it. So let go of how you feel and how you think about things. Next month. Take off the mask. If you saw the picture, she's got a mask there. Alright, why is the Two of Swords here for the basis of the situation for Cancer in February of 2020? Hanged man or woman. The Lady of Visions. Drinking deeply from the mysteries of life helps connect us with the divine. The cost is fear, but the gift is wisdom. Once we give ourselves up to mysteries, our understanding is changed forever. You know, the Hanged Man reminds me of Odin, how he hung himself upside down for, I don't remember how long, but so he could see things from a different perspective. And he ripped out his own eye. So he was like, holy crap, I am seeing things in a different way than they truly are. And it goes back to everything happens for a reason, or things are exactly how they're supposed to be, even if you don't see them that way. Nine of Pentacles. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in the immediate past for Cancer in February of 2020? Nine of Pentacles. Why is it in reverse? This is Emperor. He's in reverse as well. The Father of Fire. Humankind received the gift of fire, a symbol for the spark of life, of will. Through this gift we eat well, we see in the dark and create safety. Use your will to create systems that sustain life. It's in reverse, so it's only half the effect of the card. And the Nine of Pentacles. It was in reverse too, so it wasn't as good as it could have been. You know, it was just enough in your immediate past. But you also you got just enough passion or fire. You didn't get a lot, that's why. Five of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands in reverse in the crowning thoughts for Cancer in February of 2020? The Four of Spheres. The Four of Spheres looks exhausting. Like pushing balls through thorn bushes. Like, ugh. The Sphere unmoved. Anything left alone for too long will put down roots or be subsumed into its surroundings, or both. If you neglected your potential and resources, you will be unhappy when you want to use them. So that's why you're having those thoughts. Because you neglected to work on things that you should have worked on. And now you're having, confrontation and conflicting thoughts. Confrontational thoughts. Why is the Four of Cups here in the immediate future for Cancer in February of 2020? The Empress in reverse. A lot of major arcanas. Mother of Hope, you have been given a wondrous gift. The gift, this great honor brings with it the responsibility of nurturing that gift. Receives this gift with your whole being, allowing it to fill you with hope. I mean, Cancers are experts at knowing the deeper meanings, the deeper truths. But unfortunately, when they come to surface, they're not the seed that they were. They turn into something else, right? And you might have planted a Venus flytrap, or you might be giving birth to a, not physically, but mentally and psychologically or spiritually, you might be giving birth to something that could kill you. Or something that just makes your life miserable. Because the Four of Cups is all about self-reflection, but you could be self-absorbed. You can go a little too far off in the deep end, driving you nuts. But the reason it's there is to give you a heads up of, don't let it become the main thing you need to do. Because a lot of times Cancers will like to keep calm, sit back, let things work themselves out. But this time in February, you can't do that. We gotta stay, like I said in the horoscope, we gotta stay focused on them, especially around February 18th. All those projects. So really get honest with yourself. 16th. Use this excess energy during this time to get the job done. Take on the big test now. Why is the Ten of Swords here in the fears and doubts for Cancer in February of 2020? Remember, the Empress in reverse is half the effect of the card, so it's not as bad as it seems. May have made it sound way too much more dramatic than it needed to be, but I was trying to get the point across for myself as well. Ten of Swords, why is it here? The Dragon of Swords, which is also the King of Swords, which is your current situation, which is also an Aquarius. The sword wielded, using your rational capacities, make sure you are clear on your truths and incorporate your knowledge of cause and effect. Use this knowledge to lead others in implementing useful ideas. Which is why you're feeling or having fears and doubts or thoughts, emotional concerns regarding the situation. Is Ten of Swords, feeling like, look what I've been through. Can we put this in? Is this cycle going to end and then start all over and do it all over again? know, it's almost suicidal thoughts, kind of tendencies, kind of thing. Like, what's the point? She's going to keep doing the same shit over and over again. Why is the Two of Cups here, and how others see you, Cancer, in February of 2020? The Hierophant. Yep, the Hierophant in reverse, which is also in your hopes and wishes. So this is how others, or why others see you with, like, the Two of Cups, because of the Hierophant in reverse. The Saint without guilt. Know that you are you are matter, but remember that you carry within you a spark of the divine. You were created to remember, to reconnect to that which connects us all. Now, Cancers, since your sign is the moon, planetary sign, it makes us the guardians of planet Earth. You know, and esoteric knowledge and stuff like that, the Hierophant. So people see you like that, but not as much as they could. And that's probably why you have the fears and doubts of the Ten of Swords, because it's like, you know, it's always on you, right? It's never, nobody else is there to be like, oh, hold on, I see that what you mean and the deeper meaning and how things could really work, but they're just like, oh, you're so compassionate and loving, and it's like, oh. But it's alright. People see that you are trying to be part of the group and part of the society and community. Alright, why is the Hierophant here for the hopes and wishes for Cancer in February 2020? The Three of Swords. The sword weighs heavy. Everyone says they want the truth. If they knew the pain it could cause, they would not always be so eager. You have discovered the truth and now must carry it and its consequences with you. It's like Frodo and them being the ring bearer. It's like nobody else could do it. Like, God. You know, did you see how it affected him at the end of Lord of the Rings? Jeez. That he was the only one who could do it. To carry it that long and that far. Nobody else could have done it. So that's why you got the hopes and wishes of being, you know, education. It also could be back to learning about that, about yourself, Cancer, that you don't know that. You don't know what I'm telling you. And next month you're going to figure it out. What I'm telling you is pretty true about Cancers. We do hold the weight of the world on our shoulders. Because we're the guardians of the world. And everybody else is going to say, you know, their own aspect and perception about that. We know the truth. Alright, why is the High Priestess in the outcome or the answers to your questions, Cancer, in February of 2020? The Devil. Because this is the end of that Ten of Swords. This is the end of that vicious cycle. The addictive vicious cycle that the world is addicted to putting us through. People don't like it when things change. And so when their cancers aren't there to put all the blame on and to take advantage of, you're going to flip out. And that's why everybody's flipping out, because remember, America, the United States of America is a Cancer. And it's done. It's done playing a little take advantage of me and use me. It's time to kick ass and take names and chew bubblegum, but we're all out of bubblegum. Devil, chain demon. When we lock up parts of ourselves, their natures transform to something wild and hungry and dangerous. Instead, free yourself and allow your parts to grow in a loved and healthy way as they were meant to be. So that's why you have the High Priestess there in your outcome. Go watch part 1, you'll see more of this. Get more of a total reading for you. Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Moon in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse in the fan? Clues and guidance about the reading. Cancer, February 2020. Purification. Love it. That's what I'm talking about. Aquarius energy. And that's what we've been getting a lot of from Cancer's Aquarius energy. It's the age of Aquarius, and you're all bullshit's gonna wipe away and get it off our backs. Alright, purification. Water is deeply cleansing and purifying, which is why it's used in symbolic practices throughout the world. Water is the universal life force and symbol of purity and fertility. Often seen as life itself, without water we would not be able to exist in our physical form. Water sustains all life on earth. Water cleanses, quenches thirst, and refreshes all living systems. Purification as a symbolic practice brings us closer to our divine self and celestial and heavenly beings. Sacred traditions and practices wash away impurities from the soul and pollutants from the physical body. Purity allows us to see and hear the voice of truth and keeps our ego self in check. Right now, your body, mind, and spirit need to be purified. Clear unwanted energy by focusing on emotional balance. Eat clean, nutritious food. Now is the time to open your heart and soul to release any old trauma, pain, or emotional wounds, suffering, or regret that you are carrying in your spiritual backpack. Like a universal baptism, you are able to release these old energies and liberate your soul and mind from old beliefs and physical restraints. Cleansing of your physical space is required now. Call on your angelic or spiritual helpers to assist you energetically with this task, at home, work, or socially. Clean your home environment or workspace. Remove or donate any outdated or unwanted items, clearing old, stagnant energy. Water is a conduit for clear channeling and spirit communication. You may be feeling disconnected from spirit or your higher self. Spend time around running water such as lakes, waterfalls, or streams to purify your mind. Treat yourself to spa therapies or therapeutic baths to rest your senses. Be mindful during the moments you choose to spend time in and around water. Your observations and impressions will give you great insight into your current emotions. Affirmation. I purify my soul. I release burden and expectation of choices. I am free to make my own decisions with love and confidence. So from all that world on your shoulders, weight on your shoulders, you need a time to... The 4 cups. You need a time to reflect. But don't be self-absorbing and being like pissed off at the world, because Cancer, you're Cancer. You can't do that. That's your job. Your job is to care about everybody. And people are like, give you this bullshit story of it's not your problem. It's not your job to care about it. Oh, well, you don't know, okay? Because you live in the age of Pisces and you believe in bullshit. Age of Aquarius is here, and we're learning the truth. All right. And Cancers are the ones that people need to treat a lot better. Because they're the ones taking care of all the bullshit and making sure nobody fucking ends up in extinction, the planet or the people. Okay? Cancer was, you know, as much of a victim as anyone else on this planet with the age of Pisces and all the bullshit, okay? And it was just the negative parts of age of Pisces that were, because, you know, there was a lot of ingenuity and great art and great things that came from age of Pisces, you know, and compassion. But it wasn't without tremendous hardships and suffering. But, you know, before that was age of Aries. You know, the 2,500 years before in BCE, crazy times. People always fighting. But that's just because of the negative Nagas that control everything right now. The Naga. The reptilians. I'm going off a tangent here, sorry. But this is my video. And this is for Cancer. And I'm a Cancer. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't watch. I don't force you to watch. Nobody forces you to change the damn channel. Don't censor me. Okay? Don't go crying to your daddy and mommy Facebook or Twitter or government and say, take care of me. I don't like that being around. I want everybody to be like me. Think like me. I don't like independent people to think by them for themselves. Take your bullshit and shove it. We're done. We're done. No more. It's over. It's 2020. Alright, your age of Pisces is over. Age of Aquarius is here.